get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Boston Scott, his first carry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got an open man, it's Scott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You're track. 20. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Gun. Mike 22, Mike 22. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Newton. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Strong right. Hey.
Now Newton. James has got it. Complete. His first catch. Good for 9 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He's coming. Double up.
Another try for Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Richie James. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ricky. Shift. 20.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the eye.
On the carry, it's Davis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's bring it. Check.
On second down, it's Davis. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big Ed. Deuce.
Davis will try to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down.
Tighten up.
Newton's going to keep it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jacobs now. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin with a run by Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. He wants it all for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 5 now. Newton. It's Williams on the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 99.
This is Davis. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Newton on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Mike 22, Mike 22. Big stop. 8. Mike 22.
Here's Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis.
That's going to be a 9.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Let him know. Let him know.
Operating from the gun. Newton, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of 29 yards.
Watch the
First down, Vikings.
6-6. Pull it hard. SOS. Check. Hey, Steven.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Kill.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Gun.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check, 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 check. Back, back, back.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to take off with it.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Switch up, switch up.
From the 24, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Richie James, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Good route here.
3rd and long for Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Says me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. James now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. A first down carry for Davis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Davis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Kill.
Great.
Watch out. Patchy.
On the run, it's Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Check, 43. Focus, defense, focus. Under 10. 10. Shoot. Check 52. Check 24. He's checking. Crash.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins being chased out left. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Great. 22, he's coming, 26. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st down, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's James. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Now Newton. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Newton. It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Rush in. 20. Rush in.
Throwing again is Newton. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. He's airing it up. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Davis. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot now for Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.